might seem crazy what I'm about to say.
Hi, and welcome back to this edition of Simply Real Health. Today I want to share with you a few ideas on what to do when your family and friends are trying to sabotage your healthy eating efforts. So what I mean by this is you going to a dinner party or out to eat and people starting to make comments about what you're eating, whether you're trying to have less sugar or saying no to desserts, whether you're trying to do less gluten so you're not eating a lot of the bread, and what to do in those situations, because it's a very common thing for people to suddenly take notice as what you're doing and maybe not have the best reactions. So tip number one is become very confident in what you're doing and why. Keep in mind the main reason of why you're making these changes, usually being related to how you actually feel. What's your mood like? What's your energy like? How are you sleeping at night? All of the things that actually impact your day long term, those are the reasons why you're eating healthy, I would guess. Or at least the reasons why I would tell you why it's so important. And so kind of keeping those in the back of your mind, that it's not about being on a diet, it's not about missing out on certain things that everybody else is eating. It's more about you choosing to do this and feeling confident in your decision, wanting and valuing yourself enough so that you do want to feel energized, you do want to feel great throughout the day. Tip number two is ignore them. So I hear this all the time of like people who feel like they have to justify or explain to people what they're doing, or like, oh, just not right now, but later, I'm on a diet right now, I'm on a program, I can't. Instead of saying either like keeping it very simple, like, no, I'm just trying to pay attention, I'm just trying to eat a little bit healthier, move on, change the topic. Don't you dare sit there and talk and analyze. You will get yourself into the worst discussions, especially if people are not supportive to begin with. If they're interested, go ahead and explain it to them. That's a totally different situation. So either change the subject or don't explain. Say, oh, no, thank you, I'm not hungry. Nobody can really argue with that. Tip number three is to make sure that you kind of recognize that this is their problem, not yours. A lot of times people will make comments or make you feel uncomfortable if they are the ones, in fact, that have the issue or some sort of issues around food themselves. So maybe they're insecure about what they're eating. Maybe they're trying to project things on you, trying to make you feel bad for not participating, make you feel guilty. People who do that usually tend to have their own issues and insecurities with food, so realizing that that's where their comments are coming from, and really that it has nothing to do with you, what they think of you, and so kind of taking all of those things into account, just recognizing and feeling confident in what you're doing and why, because you deserve it and you deserve to live a life that you love. Thanks so much for tuning in. We'll see you next time.